Hello. Hi, everybody. Let us know in chat if you can hear us. Hopefully you can. I'm going to head on over and double check to make sure we're connected okay. We have extra cameras and everything, so I just want to make sure that everything's connected the way it's supposed to be, and we will get started in just a sec.
How's everybody doing?
Let's see.
Ready to party?
Yay! I hear us. We're good.
Yay!
Cool. All right, back to it. Hello, hello. Yay! Okay. So Evie says hello from Durham, North Carolina. Sue
Hi,
says
Evie.
hello. I can hear you.
Oh, and Carrie's watching.
Carrie says hear you loud and clear. Stephanie says hello, ladies. Well, hello to all of you. Tonight we are going to be checking out our mattes and muted monthly fun pack. So we had a lot of fun picking out colors that were matte or muted or both.
And I haven't seen it yet.
And these colors to me are like Becky colors. So I am really stoked to see what Becky has in her mind to put together once she opens these pieces. So she's going to be designing on the fly. While she is doing that, I'm going to show off a couple of ideas that I had using some of the things that are in the pack. We're going to switch to hand cam. Becky.
But first.
Oh, yeah. But first, if you're watching on YouTube, please remember to like this video. If you're watching on Facebook, give it a heart and then share it with anybody that you think might be interested in checking out what we do here.
Now we can play.
Now we can play. If you wouldn't mind flipping that guy over, I'm going to switch us over to hand cam, and Becky's going to unpack so you guys can see what's in the pack just for the first time, maybe if you don't. Oh, we didn't even talk about what monthly fun pack is.
What is monthly fun pack, Abby?
What is monthly fun pack? I'll talk about it while you're unpacking.
Okay.
I'll link it. So we do a monthly subscription where each month is a different theme. This month's theme is mattes and muted, as I said before.
AKA unicorns and rainbows.
Well, more muted than.
Okay.
So don't necessarily think pure pastel. Think like muted tones.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave our monthly fun pack in chat.
Whoa! Usually everything's all wrapped up individually, but
I know, look
wow! Everything is just boom right there,
and upside down too.
Uh-oh. Well. Anyway.
So if you're not sure of our monthly fun packs, you can check out the link in the chat that I just shared below.
Wow.
There we go. That'll work.
Okay. I'm gonna dump everything out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do pack by pack. So it's over $35 value, well over $35 value. And then you get $5 off if you subscribe to monthly subscriptions, monthly orders.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
All these little bitty fire polish. Oh, I love it. And then some check glass.
Yep. So we've got in that package, you've got a variety of check fire polish. We have some check Preciosa crystal, and then some other glass and crystal faceted beads.
Preciosa has matte?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Aren't those cool?
Love it.
Yeah.
And some vegan suede.
Yep. You got a good length of vegan suede. So if you decide to make a pendant, you've got a cord right there that matches the color tones.
Nice.
We also later up in a package have some chain that you can weave the suede through. If
Ooh,
like.
Look at those.
So here is a bag of specialty beads. We have some vintage. Yeah, that's a vintage pearl.
Nice.
Becky, we're a little out of focus. I'm not sure if you need to bring it up or down a little.
Is that better?
I think so. Yeah. So yeah, we have some specialty check glass beads. Becky, if you could kind of separate out that little oblong one.
Ooh, yeah, that one.
So that's a really cool multiple coat check glass bead in a nice periwinkle color.
I love it.
And then we've also included what's called a roller bead for you. And so it's a large full check glass bead, and this one has a lot of layers of glass, and then it's been cold revealed on top, so it's been sanded down essentially to reveal those extra layers in the glass.
What about the Rice Krispies?
Yeah, those Rice Krispies are petal beads. So they make great bottoms for earrings, or they just add texture to your stringing designs. You can also layer smaller beads on top of them, and they act like almost like a shell with a pearl on the inside.
And the Jackson Pollock looking ones?
Those are what's called porous glass, and they are fair trade from the East Java region of Indonesia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that pearl. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, the pearl is really cool. It's like a really interesting green.
Okay, next bag.
There's also some Indonesian like gooseberry style Java glass in that bag also.
These?
No, those are pips. Those are check glass pips. But the little kind
gooseberry?
of like, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, the gooseberry ones.
Yeah. Not schnozberries.
Nope. Keep them out of your schnoz.
And these seed bead mix.
Yeah,
Love it.
we had so much fun putting together this seed bead mix.
That's
The
a ton of
colors-
it too.
I know. There's a ton of really high-end seed bead colors in there. Lots of different matte and muted tones that really kind of play off all the different textures. And yeah, we included a ton of seed beads just because I feel like matte seed beads are probably like one of my favorite things to work with ever.
It's fun.
And I thought combining them in a mix would give you guys a lot of design possibility.
I'm just going to take a picture of this and use it for my screensaver.
There you go. That's a great idea.
And this one's fun.
Yeah, that's all more fair trade Indonesian Java resin.
That one's strung that way. These are strung that way.
It does look like a little flower meadow, doesn't it?
What, this
The
one?
seed beads?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did a really good job at matching up the color palette here within all these different types of
Thank
beads.
you.
Yeah.
And I just want to take a second to say that the bags that we included, I think we did either 2 or 3 different colors of bags. But to me, they remind me of like the late 90s, early 2000s puffy coats. And they were always that like kind of like lighter. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The puffy coats?
The Michael J. Fox Back to the Future vest.
I don't know, but yes.
His was orange, but
I'm talking
yes.
about like almost like Kenny from South Park coat.
Okay.
But like not fluorescent orange.
Don't kill Kenny.
I'm talking about like was it LL Cool J that like made what like rapper or hip hop artist made puffy coats a thing? Let us know in chat if
Let
you
us
know.
know. It probably was LL Cool J. He's
LL
always
Cool J. Yeah,
extra
puffer
fashionable.
Jackets. Sherry, who made puffer jackets a big thing? I don't know. Anyway, so we
3 colors
you
of
have
wire.
16 feet of wire here. You have 4 feet of like this beautiful powder blue color. You have 4 feet of the powder pink color, and they're both like the matte finish wire. They're not like that shiny silver plate wire. They're the matte finish. And then you have 8 feet of faux gold. And they're all 26 gauge, which is my favorite wire to have fun with. Also, you get little bit longer than a bracelet length of chain to play with. I think we did about 8 inches of chain for you to play with. So you'll be able to cut that apart and piece it together for either a necklace or if you're just using the chain and not cutting it apart and splicing anything into it. That's approximately a bracelet length, but you can always add to it if you need to. And then a satin Hamilton gold. The chain itself is a matte gold, and then the lobster clasp is a matte gold as well. So, yeah, the faux gold wire that comes with this is a brass alloy. So it's really, really sturdy, and I trust it to do little wire wrap links. In fact, I'm going to have Becky show you a close-up on a little...
I was thinking of doing that with these. That's what I was thinking of doing.
So I don't know if you can bring it any closer or if it's going to focus or what. Oh, yeah, that's good. Maybe even just a touch closer. So I used that 26 gauge faux gold wire to make a little beaded chain. And it is sturdy. I know a lot of people are hesitant to use 26 gauge because they think it's going to be flimsy. But this particular craft wire, although it is technically a soft temperament. It's brass, so it's a little bit harder and more rigid than other types of metals.
So pretty.
Hi, Lenny. Lenny's moose got loose.
I saw that. Cool name.
Sherry says, not sure, but I remember the diaper pants. Can't touch this. Yep, I remember those too. I have a couple pairs of those that I wear occasionally.
She does.
Alex always yells at me about it. Hey, Karen. Oh, no, that's weird. Karen says she didn't get notified of the stream. Yeah, Facebook's been doing some wacky stuff with streams lately. Like, they're stopping the feature to like stream directly into groups. So now you have to stream from a page and go into groups. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's probably a good thing to keep all the streams like in one place. Ruh-roh. Sorry.
I'm fetching tools from the salad bar over here.
But yeah, Facebook's been making some changes, so that doesn't surprise me. But we're just glad you're here. So while Becky's digging for tools, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to transition to the other camera. Oh, that's very dark.
Okay. I'm just thinking of my plan of attack here. Yeah, when I saw that wire, I thought immediately something similar to this. So yeah, let's do it. Mine will be a little bit different though.
I've got me on screen. Just gonna see if I can. There we go. So I had fun playing with the wire. I made oh, that's backwards. I had fun playing with the wire. I made a little crochet doily. And I thought that would make a stinking cute pendant. So I just literally took a crochet hook and I did I chained 8 and then I did a half double. I looped the chain into a circle and then I did a half double inside that circle. I did eight half doubles and then I think I just did another row of single crochets on top of it. But I think that like springy kind of lacy things are super fun.
Cool. So I'm just rearranging my beads here.
Robin says, hi everyone, it finally hit me where I was supposed to be. Well, we're glad you're here.
Hi, Robin.
Sherry says, gotta make those into orange slices. Oh, I know. I know. I keep saying I'm gonna paint them, but my favorite way to use them is just in earrings where you just like have a bead on top or on bottom. I also have seen them be used to make really cute mushrooms or really cute umbrellas.
Umbrella, Ella. Okay, so I cut off, I don't know, about 3 inches of wire. And I'm going to make something similar to what Abby has made, but it will be different. Let me see this chain. Okay.
I think
cool.
It would be really fun to just do like a freeform peyote strip with the seed beads. I think that would be really neat too. Also, we added a lot of wire because I thought that, like, I don't know, springtime makes me think of like airy kind of light designs, and when I think of that, I think of like bead crochet with wire, and like kind of whimsical, just a bead here and there kind of designs. So we tried to pick some really interesting textural, like different shapes to add texture to your designs if you decided to go that route. So Lenny says, no, I'm coming in late. Are they wood or polymer clay? If we're talking about the shapes up here, where I'm pointing, they are Javanese resin. So they are made in Indonesia and they are resin. So they're very lightweight, which I love.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Yeah,
seriously, you could make a big earring out of this and it wouldn't be anything at all.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so for the fun part, let's see what kind of beads I want to put on my link. I'm going to try and make each link different.
That's cool.
That's fun.
Very fun.
Yeah. So what's new and exciting, guys? What's going on?
I have been frantically trying to get all of the colorways done for Bead Extravaganza. We have our quarterly virtual bead show coming up in April. I think it's either April 18th it's April 19th through the 21st. And so our kits are going to be launching soon for that. And we have the colorway, we have 2 colorways done, and there is a third one for sure. But we'll see. We'll see if there's any more than that. Sherry says you got the perfect denim blue here. Wouldn't it be cute to have a strip of the woven denim with beads? Yes, that would be super cute. Definitely. Can I take some of your resin?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Abby's going to play too.
I am.
I wasn't planning on using those at all.
Okay, good. I'll use
So I did a
them
close wrap loop and I connected it to the chain here, but I am going to cut. Always cover your cut. Well, it didn't cut.
You want my cutters?
Yes. These pliers are better. Pliers, cutters. Those things.
I'll try not to trip on any of the cords while I'm grabbing tools.
There we go.
I know Nile from Silver Silk has launched his kits already. I don't know if anybody else has.
Cool. He has some cool stuff.
Definitely. I'm going to borrow your cutter now. Is this yours or is this the shop's?
It's the shop.
Okay.
I did not bring any of my own tools.
They do look like a butterfly. Robin says facing off each other, they look like
Yeah.
a butterfly.
I think so too. Okay, so I've got the link with the close wrap loop connected to a link of the chain. And you could just make an earring out of just this. That would be cool. But I'm going for a whole bracelet.
Oh, Candy has hers up. Awesome. Is it a mystery kit, Robin? Do you know? I know sometimes she does mystery projects. Sherry says you could put the purple back to back and make a butterfly pendant. That would be neat. Yeah, the only issue with the purple, because they're the larger ones, they're drilled sideways.
Yeah, they're drilled that way.
But you could definitely get creative with your wire work.
If you want to make a pendant somehow, you could glue those on the top of there. Isn't that cool?
That would be very, very neat.
That's fun.
We did a whole stream on these a couple years ago when we first started carrying them. Who remembers? Who was here for that stream? Were any of you in chat here for the Indonesian half moon resin bead stream?
I remember that.
I think the one that I did, I like wired Tila beads across the front of it. Robin says, yes, kind of teasing us with a few items, but no ideas. Yeah, that's how it stays fun. I think, isn't Candy doing some like Paris kits that way too? I have not been following along with her trip, but I saw some postcards that looked beautiful.
Was she in Paris, did you say?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've never been to Paris. I have a lot of friends that have been to Paris, and I actually have a couple of friends that live outside of Paris, but
neat.
Never had the opportunity to go. One of my best friends actually just posted something on Facebook yesterday about his trip to Paris. He was in the Navy, and he went to Paris with the Navy. Robin says yes with her family.
So this is the hardest part of the clothes wrap loop is at the end when you cut off your tail, just making everything look good, like right up next to the other coils, and then tucking the tail in, and
Yeah.
there we go. But this 26 gauge is awesome for that though.
I want some of your seed beads. I'm
Okay.
gonna run over here and just grab a couple of these colors. I know that for whatever reason my screen is really dark. I want to see if I can try and put it side by side. Oh, look how dark that is. That's so weird. Because on the
I know.
viewfinder, it looks perfect.
What do you guys think? Is it Abby's computer or is it the lighting?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
We
So I
have
put
all these extra lights set up too. It's
yeah, there's a
almost
lot
like
of lights here today.
the more lights, the worse it looks.
So I did another clothes wrap loop into the link, and now I'm just gonna put some beads on here and play with it that way. Let's see what I want to do. I'm gonna do orange. Orange. And
You were just saying how much you don't like orange.
It's my least favorite color of all. But it will go nicely with what I'm making here.
I don't know. I don't like that.
It looks like a fruit basket.
It does look like a fruit basket. It's not the kind of fruit basket I'm going for.
Oh, you should have showed it on the...
Okay, I'll put it back together.
Yeah, you guys got to see her fruit basket. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty fruity. Here's my goofy fruit basket. I was going to try and make it look like an orange slice.
It looks like an orange smoothie or something.
Yeah, I'm not digging it. I don't know. I'm just going to reach over you, Becky. I'm sorry. It's happening, though.
Tell us about the bracelet that you're wearing, Abby.
This one?
Yeah.
This
I think it's pretty
bracelet,
cool.
thanks. It's sterling silver and 14 karat gold filled. We have worked with the same precious metals suppliers for 20 years, but still, I do like tests every time we get a new batch of precious metal beads in. And so this is a bracelet that has some of my test beads on it, just because you know that stuff can't go back into stock. But sometimes what I'll do to test is I'll put silver and gold all on one strand, and then I'll drop it in liver sulfur. Because the gold filled, there shouldn't be any like seaming or like dots or anything that show up. If it does, then it wasn't a good like bond, I guess, if that makes sense.
And let me tell you, my sinuses are dead. I can't smell a thing. But when she does the liver sulfur, woo!
So then the other thing, what it does to the silver, depending on the concentration of liver sulfur, is it'll turn the silver black, which is a good thing. You want it to turn black. That means it doesn't have any coatings on it, and it hasn't been like artificially polished with anything or coated with anything to prevent wear.
Where?
To prevent like wear on the beads. So I think I'm going to stick with the fruit basket. I kind of like it.
Yeah, me too.
But do I need a gold bead on the top? So anyway, after that, then I will take a buffing pad, like a micro abrasive pad, like a polish pad or something like that. And I will polish the silver beads. I won't polish the gold beads because they don't need to be polished. But I'll polish the silver beads and make sure that they do what they're supposed to do, just to make sure that what we're selling is top notch. Good stuff. So that's my bracelet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your bracelets now, Becky.
Oh.
What you got on?
Well, there's two of them here. We have these both I made an exact size so I can wear it as a necklace, or it'll fit perfectly as a triple strand bracelet. Oh, and not one to separate. But anyway, so this one has, what was special about this turquoise, Abby?
Oh, it's just high-end Hubei turquoise.
Okay. Then there's some tiara cast 3mm hex beads. Some, I believe this is just clear quartz. Some, what is special about the seed beads?
They are striped.
That's what's special about them.
They're made using striped caned glass.
Yeah, well, we got mixes in. They're really cool.
Yeah,
so
they're trade style striped seed beads.
There you go. And it just kind of blends in with the thing.
You said what's special about them? I said they're striped.
That's not the answer I was looking for.
Well, that's the answer you got.
Trade style. Yeah. Trade style. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, so I just randomly put them on there, and it is so hard for me to do random. It really is.
But you're good at it.
And then I put a little right there. Yeah. And this, I don't know where this came from. It came from here somewhere, but I don't know. Anyway, it's just a ring, and it floats on there like a fidget toy because I can't sit still. Yeah. Then this one is ruby and apatite. Moonstone is the white ones, and the green ones are ruby zoisite.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the little bitty ones. And there's more of those hex beads in there. And on this one, I used a snake link for my clasp.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like to do different things for the clasps. Because, if it's just like this, it's not ugly. It's not, just glaring a clasp in your face.
It's not boring.
Yeah.
Carrie says, I have blamed liver of sulfur on the dogs before.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Sherry says, nothing like rotten eggs to open up those sinuses, Becky.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure. Oh, and I'll show the necklace I have on too. Let me take this necklace off. I think my necklace is pretty cool.
Your necklace is pretty cool.
So again, with the clasp, I did a lotus link, and it is a really, really long necklace. It's really big necklace, but you can double it over. You can wear it long, or you can double it over. And the clasp and the focal point are opposite each other, like 12 and 6 on the clock. So when you double it over and you wear it like that, it's like that. It's upside down for you, but yeah. But or you can just wear it with just the lotus showing or just the crystals showing. But I double it over and wear it like that. So yeah. Oh, and then there's just seed beads and some pewter beads, more of those tiara cast hex beads. Yeah, I just kind of threw in some little stripes there. That's what makes it special. It has stripes.
Carrie says they're making a unit for literally smell-o-vision. Can you imagine metal videos?
Oh my gosh.
That sounds terrible.
That's awful.
Or like those documentaries, like How Is It Made?
Oh, no. Let's not do that.
I don't know if I like this. I'm going to add more wire and figure it out.
Excuse my hands, everybody. I've been painting. Paint all over the place.
I don't think anybody really is here to critique your manicure. Well, Carrie might be.
Oh, well, no, I don't mean nail polish.
No, I know.
But yeah, there is a little bit of nail polish. But no, mostly just acrylic paints I've been painting.
Yeah. Been doing gel printing stuff for.
Yes,
Cool.
I have been.
For those of you that are local or within traveling distance of the St. Louis area, Becky will be teaching her gel printing class, beginning gel printing, coming up April
13th.
13th.
Second Saturday in April.
Well, that's a good way to remember it.
Yeah. And I brought some prints that I'll show you later. And I also designed stencils for PM Artist Studio. And one of my new stencils came out yesterday. And I'll show you that later too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
what I'm doing here. I was going to try and make it look like an abstract orange because I liked that idea.
I like the peace sign you had there. Did you show everybody the peace sign?
No, can you?
Yeah. What Abby did with this? It's just this bead that came in there.
Just did a little bird nest around it.
Yeah, and she did a thing around it.
I just wanted to show a couple of different ways you can get creative with the wire. Sherry says, Becky, do you ever use the Master's Cleaner? It gets rid of almost everything.
The Master's Cleaner gets rid of everything. What are we
Like
talking
for your
about?
hands? Is it like a hand soap? Robin says, we love your painting, so never any worries. Carrie says, nah, my Manny is half hangnails.
Yeah, I did black with the glitter over it, and I did iridescent with the glitter over it, so they're a little bit different. But yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah. Carrie, who is in chat, is my manicurist and also a very good friend of mine. But since COVID, she's not doing nails, so I have to do them on my own. So during COVID, I bought the nail oven and I bought some polishes, and I do it now. Let's see.
What's a nail oven?
For the gel polish,
Oh.
it's a UV light. You put your hand in it, and it cures the polish. So when you're done polishing nails, they're automatically just completely dry.
That's cool.
Yeah. I love it.
Would you mind showing them my weird little wire wrap
Oh, look at her abstract orange. That's pretty cool.
So I know that sometimes the smooth, flat surface of these resin shapes can seem a little boring, but I like to use them as like a blank canvas to add things to them. So I don't remember whose idea it was earlier, maybe Sherry, to paint like an orange slice on them.
Mm-hmm.
Painting on them works really well as long as you seal it. It is a matte finish, so the paint does stick, but you do need to seal it. It does look like a little kumquat on the top.
You should do, Abby, you should put, do another one of these and put some seat beads on this wire.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah.
So it's even more decorated.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
I also thought it would be cool to use the pips that we included in the mix. Can you grab a pip to show them what I'm talking about? If you can bring it real close, because it's kind of losing detail on your hands.
Yeah.
It's such a muted color.
They look sunflower like
watermelon seeds. Yeah. Yep.
Sunflower seeds.
So I thought that those would be cool to kind of either wire or glue onto these as well to make them look like citrus fruits.
So we have sunflower seeds and Rice Krispies.
Yep. I'm going to steal some. Pardon my reach, guys. I know that that's very unkind of me.
Let's see. I lost a bead somewhere, so we're just going to put that bead back on there.
Just put that bead back on there.
Back on there.
I'm going to steal this for a second.
Do we all know how to do a closed wrap loop, or do you want me to explain what I'm doing here? Let us know.
Why don't you explain it? Because we do have some people watching that I do not recognize as regulars of ours.
Cool. When I start another one, I will demonstrate.
Jerry says, Abby, can you make the lavender half rounds into a little flower basket? Oh, that would be so cute.
Oh my goodness.
That would be super cute. Yeah, let me brainstorm on that for a minute. If something comes to me,
you could put little flowers. I don't know. Here's the actual flower.
Yeah, there are the perfect beads. I'm just kind of trying to figure out like assembly since it's drilled side to side. I mean, you could definitely like sandwich it between. Yeah, that sounds super fun. I also like using wire to weave baskets. I don't know if that's something that you guys have done before. but I'll use a combination of round wire and flat wire to weave a little basket. Ooh, this would be cute. Maybe. And then if you oxidize it with liver of sulfur, like what we were talking about earlier, it really shows the detail of what you've created. Seed bead flowers and wire on the top. That would be stinking cute. I like that idea.
Okay, so for a close wrap loop, you can do this on a head pin. You can do it with wire. I only probably need half of what I'm going to cut, but I like to have some slack to play with. So I'm going to cut about 2.5, 3 inches.
Oh, the beaded taco. Becca says the resin sheets remind me of the beaded taco you made, Abby. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was.
Do we have it around?
It's probably sitting on the top. Becca, did you clean it up for me? Did I leave it out? Is it sitting on the counter?
Where'd you put it?
I've just been letting it sit on the front counter for months.
So I'm going to go about, I don't know, 3/4 inch from the edge of the wire here. Put my chain nose pliers right about there. Bend it over at a right angle, like that.
Awesome. Thank you, Becca.
We have the L. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers, put it in here. The size of where you put your wire on here is going to be the size of your loop. So I want a fairly small loop. So I am going to put the round nose pliers right here. So if I put it up here, it'd be a really big loop. So I put it down here. Okay. So it's sandwiched between there. I'm going to take the tail, bring it up and over. We have a loop. And if you weren't going to connect it to anything, you would finish it, but we are going to connect it to something. So right now, I'm going to put it on my chain link. Then I'm going to chain nose pliers to hold it. There we go. And I am going to wrap the tail around my wire. I probably could have left a little bit longer of a tail, but
oh well.
That's what happens. So, and then you just wrap your tail around the thing. Yeah, where do we do that?
That's okay.
No, it's like too short. But yeah, I've been doing really good close wrap loops all night, and then I go to explain one, and
well, you were busy talking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Try this one more time.
All right. I'm almost done with my orange slice. Out of pips. Ah! I broke it. Sorry for screaming. I thought I was going to stab myself with the pliers.
What did you break?
I pulled my little dangle too tight and pulled my wire off of where I wanted it to be.
Uh-oh.
I'm very sorry for hollering, guys. I know that that's unpleasant, especially headphone wearers. That was involuntary, I should say.
Okay.
Now I have to fix it.
We have our loop and a longer tail. Pinch it with the chain nose pliers. Take my tail, wrap it around the long part of the wire. I'm going to try to wrap it as close as you can to the loop and make sure that the coils are right next to each other. I like to do 2 or 3 times. If you want a dramatic look, you could do like a really long spiral. But, you know, on average, I like to do like 2 or 3 times.
Carrie says that's a perfectly acceptable squawk of despair. Thank you. I'm glad you're not mad at me.
And that's why Carrie's my friend, because she makes up little phrases like that. Carrie, tell the chat what you call me, what my nickname is, with a Q in the middle of it. That one.
Lenny says, I've learned all things wire takes a bit of practice. Yeah, that's for sure. Sherry says, we love you, Abby. Quiet or less quiet. Aw, thank you. Oh, that's an interesting spelling.
Becky.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Becky.
I have to figure out how to get my wire back into place. Yeah,
Look at the
Sherry says
pink and gray.
pronounced Becky.
Becky.
Sherry says French Canadian.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Another friend of mine named Eddie, he calls me Becky. I'm a chicken, apparently. I have all kinds of nicknames.
I can't get this to lay flat. It was perfect, guys. And now it is the worst. No, it'll be fine. It'll be cute no matter what, because they're cute beads. But it was nice and smooth, and now it is a little wonky.
When I was growing up, some of the kids in my class called me Reebok. I don't know why. I guess Reeboks were popular, in the 80s. But yeah, hey, what's up, Reebok? Like, what? I guess Rebecca, Reebok. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
What's up, Reebok? Like, why, of all words, would you call me that? But I guess it could be worse.
Definitely. Kids are wild.
Yeah.
Sherry says, ooh, that's funny, Becky pecking around.
Yeah. Becky. Yeah. My dad used to call me Rebecca, because that's a cross between Rebecca and Becky. Rebecca. I thought that was kind of different and almost acceptable.
I like that.
There we go. We are just cruising along on this.
Oh, Sherry says, Sherry turned into Cherry. Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Look how fun that is. I love it.
That is super cute. I love how you took apart the chain and did your own thing with it.
Use it for parts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of us are kind of conditioned to use things as they are. But I love how Becky is not afraid to kind of think outside the box and use things the way she wants to use them.
Yeah. Infinite possibilities.
Okay, I'm back on track with my little thingamabobber here. Before I get too far, I am going to kind of just explain what in the world I'm doing before I trim my tail ends off. That way it's easier to see where the wire's going. So, Becky, when you get to your stopping point, I would love to
look at that.
pop on.
That is an orange slice.
So here's my little
seeds.
Art Deco / Bohemian merge of an orange slice. Let me bring it a little closer so you can see. So what I did was I took a length of wire and I added my little loop of pips and seed beads to the middle of it. And then I brought it around the back and then brought both ends up through the hole of the bead. And then I strung my extra little topper bead and I'm wire wrapping one of the wires around the other. And then I'm going to do a loop with this one.
That's adorable. Hey, bring it back for a second. If you put another orange one up here, it could be a pumpkin, and then put that little green on top.
It would be the cutest little jack-o'-lantern.
Coils for the coils of wire for a little thing hanging off.
So cute.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
October idea.
Yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind. Don't let us forget, guys. We're going to do that assuming we have any left. I don't know. Hi, Rosie. Sorry I missed your comment. Rosie says hello from Buena Park. And then he says, yes, grateful when you have bits of leftovers. Carrie says, yes, so cute. Sherry says, just call me Cherry. 4DX. Oh, Bordeaux. Yep. Sherry says, that's so cute, Becky. Aline says, so cute. Robin says, gorgeous. Well, thanks, guys. We're trying. These are always fun because, for the most part, we do these designs on the fly. I usually try to stop myself from thinking of design ideas ahead of time. I did a couple today just because I was not sure how much time we would have before the stream to kind of prep stuff. But I usually try to stop myself from thinking of ideas ahead of time. That way it's kind of like, I don't know, us experiencing this pack like you guys do. And if you're just joining in and you're like, what is this pack? Where do all these beads come from? What are we talking about? This was the monthly subscription pack that just got sent out a couple weeks ago.
Comes in a cute little thing.
It comes in a cute little thing. Each month we do a different theme. We try to keep the themes different and fun. And this month's theme was matte and muted colors. So I had a good time picking out different fun components that I thought you guys would enjoy. Sue says, what gauge wire are you using, Becky?
26.
Yeah, and Sue, this is our faux gold alloy 26 gauge, so it's a little bit stiffer than a traditional gold-plated craft wire. That way you can like kind of trust your soft temperament fine gauge wires a little bit more than what you normally would with 26 gauge wire. I don't know. 26 is one of my favorite sizes to design with, but I know a lot of people think it's a little bit too fine to hold up. But as long as you're using lightweight components like what we've included in this month's fun pack, I think it's the perfect size to get creative with.
It's nice and pliable, so you can like easily work with it, but it's strong enough to hold up.
Yeah. The pink and blue wire that was in this month's fun pack, it's not quite as stiff as the faux gold. So if you're curious to kind of compare the two, if you did receive this fun pack, just kind of run each style through your fingers and see if you can feel a difference. I can definitely feel a difference with crocheting it. I was not able to use a fine crochet hook for this little doily that I made. And don't look closely at my crocheting skills. I am not a good crocheter. But like I would not, don't show the back. I'm just kidding. I would not have been able to easily use the faux gold wire with such a tiny crochet hook. I mean, I could have done it, but it would have hurt my hands after a while because I have arthritis. So.
I like the little blue loop coming up at the top. Good job.
Thank you.
I don't think Abby's ever snapped me like that before.
I was joking.
Wow.
Sue says, I signed up for the fun packs again. Awesome. So glad that you are beading again. I have been enjoying the pictures that you've been posting. Yeah, pardon me. Give me just a second. Robin says, my grandma would be horrified by that one, girl. Sorry. Oh, I know. And the thing is, like, I can crochet.
She crochets very well.
I am a knitter at heart. Well, I'm a beater at heart. And I'm a knitter at, like...
within the fiber arts.
Lungs. I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, an adjacent organ. I'm sleep deprived, okay? Leave me alone. So... like I knit better than I crochet, and I enjoy knitting better than I enjoy, or more than I enjoy crocheting. And I think it's just because, like, to me, I like the kind of like graph aspect of it. It makes sense to my brain. And I understand that, you know, a lot of crochet is done with graphs too, but I'm specifically talking about the stitches themselves rather than like the way they're used in patterns.
Does it make sense, y'all?
No.
I don't even know if I understood that, but that's okay.
I just mean like the way the stitches stack on top of one another evenly. Because with crochet, it's not like that. Even just like a single crochet, it is not like a symmetrical even stitch.
Well, then there you go.
Hey, one of your students, one of your beginning crochet students from way back when, like in the first vacation, came in today and told me to tell you hi. And her name, the girl's name was Audrey. And I think she was 12 when you taught her to crochet. Wow. And do you remember her? She picked every stitch up all in one day. Do you remember her? She was like a crochet genius. She took a beginning crochet class with you. And she learned every single stitch.
Well, that's awesome. So she was 12 back then. So she's probably almost 20.
Yeah, I think she's like in her in her 20s.
Wow.
Her mom was super, super nice.
Well, that's super cool that she remembered that.
Yeah, she remembered your full name and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Like, my daughter took crochet lessons with Becky Bokern when you guys were at the other location. And now she crochets as like a part of like she has another job, but she crochets like as a business for people.
Wow.
So isn't that cool?
Yeah, that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I'm enabling them at a young age.
Yeah, young entrepreneur.
That's awesome.
Programs.
That's awesome.
Sherry says, Abby, do you carry fiber for felting? Yes, we do. I don't think we have any of our felting stuff on our website, but we could send you pictures of what we have if you want to send us a message. Kara says, teaching knitting to kids is a lot easier than teaching crochet.
You think?
I don't know.
I think it depends on the person. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the person.
I think that the two needle thing is kind of tricky for kids, but I think Becky's right. It kind of depends on like how their brain works and what their hands already have done in their lives.
The hardest thing is to teach a knitter how to crochet and a crocheter how to knit because they already have one thing in their head and they're like, well, why aren't I doing this or that? I'm like, because you're in a different sport.
Yeah. Robin says, but she crocheted every day of her life for 80 years and quilted and sewed in a factory to put food in her seven. Please tell me that says 7 and not 17 kids. Mouths. Robin, do you have 16 brothers and sisters? Or no, that's not right. No, you said it was your grandma, not your mom. 7 or 17, Robin? We need to know.
We need to know. We need to know.
That's an amazing life, though. It's so cool to me how like so many people know how to do everything. Like Linda Bierman is someone that like if I ever needed to know how to do something,
call Linda.
I would call up Linda because Linda knows how to do it all. I don't know if any of you follow Marcia DeCoster. She's a seed bead artist and she's a knitter and she's a sewer and she does all kinds of art. But she's another person that like knows how to do everything and does it in a very artistic way. Belinda says, hi, ladies. Just happened by. Looks nice. Hey, Belinda. Thanks for hanging out for a minute. We are making stuff from this month's subscription fun pack.
Yeah.
17. I thought that was a typo, Robin.
Wow.
I cannot believe that. Robin, do you know off the top of your head the age range? Is that the way to ask it? What's the age range? Like the youngest to the... Robin says there were 17 brothers and sisters. The last one passed away last month. Oh my goodness. What an era for your family. I can't imagine that that is a very common thing for families these days to have happen. I guess it depends on
the circumstances. Yeah.
That's incredible, Robin. I bet she was an amazing woman. Sherry says, all I know is grandma was tired. Oh, I bet.
Well, yeah, and deservedly so.
So, Robin, how many cousins do you have?
Oh my gosh.
I bet you can't even
87.
count. I thought Alex had a big family.
Yeah.
Robin says, my dad was the baby. Aw. Yeah, I do not come from a very big family.
But your partner has a big family.
Yeah, and so, well, in my family, they're like quiet, kind of like, I don't want to call them stoic, but just like very calm people. And Alex's family is like fun and loud. Not that my family's not fun, but it's just like different. They're like party people. And so it was just like culture shock.
Whole different dynamic. I live in a historic house downtown Belleville. And when we moved there, I went to the Historic Society to find out some history on the house. And I found out that it was a guy and his wife and their kids, and the guy's brother and the brother's wife and their kids that lived in the house. And
Wow.
it's a medium-sized house. It's like 1,700 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was 4 adults and 10 children between the two of them.
Oh my goodness.
So there were 14 people living in our house.
Wow.
It's a decent sized house, but 14 people.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, you've been to my house before.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and when the house was built, there was no bathrooms. It was built in 1903.
Oh my goodness.
And so I'm assuming the upstairs, which is now 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, I'm assuming it was all just open attic space and everybody just had mattresses everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, holy cow.
Right.
That's a lot of people to feed.
Belinda says, thanks for saying hi. 17 kids. I shudder to think I was overwhelmed by 2. I know, I just have 1 and I'm overwhelmed. Robin says, I have a cousin that was the governor of Kentucky. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Sherry says, times were very different. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely. Carrie says, there must have been moonshine in the basement for coping skills.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
I know I missed a few comments. I'm going to scroll up for just a second to see what I missed. Sherry says, can you hook up with Cynthia from Green Girl Studios? That would be a great class. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely, everybody's so busy and things are so tight, but there's kind of like abstract plans in the future for collaborations, like in the in-person realm. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but not only do we have an almost 4,000 square foot bead store, but within our bead store, the back corner of our store is a full service fiber arts
yarn store,
aka a yarn shop. So we have beautiful fine yarns, lots of great selections, artisan things, domestic,
spinning fiber,
imported. Yeah, great knitting needles, incredible buttons, both vintage and modern. I know I sound very like conceited when I'm bragging about we have incredible selection, but we truly do.
We've been around for a while and we've grown quite a bit. So
yeah,
I'm really proud of what we've done.
What kind of felting does Cynthia do? I know she does needle felting, but do you guys know if she does any other kinds of felting? I used to needle felt so much. And I just don't do it at all anymore, really, unless I'm like repairing something. I'll use needle felting to repair things. Do you do any felting anymore?
Not recently, but I was gonna say, yeah, Carrie, are you still there in the chat?
Carrie's still here.
I made Carrie a little I don't know, maybe 4-inch tall beaker from the Muppets. She likes the Muppets, and I made her a beaker.
Neat.
Yeah. And I made a little bunny that I have at home. Oh, I made a pin. Remember the movie Inside Out? The Bing Bong character with the flower pendant on his thing? I made a flower like that because Bing Bong is my spirit animal. But yeah, I think the beaker that I made for Carrie is probably the coolest thing I've made.
That's neat.
I made little monsters and cool stuff.
Belinda says, I will, oh, I just lost it. Where'd it go? I will have to look. I just got an old book of Diane Fitzgerald that mixes fiber arts with beads. Diane Fitzgerald, that is a name I have not heard in a long time. Oh, I used to, that was like bead show days. But yeah, I think I know what book you're talking about. Let's see if I can find it. Becky, this might take me a minute, so you might need to.
That's okay. Oh, that one's too big. It's going to cover up my thing. So we're going to put one of these here. And then one of these. Well, I made a little skull from needle felting. Made one for my husband.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like a figurine or like?
Just a skull. It's
Just
pink
like
and blue.
sit on the...
Yeah, just a little knickknack to sit there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Trying to think of what else I felted. I felted a ton of stuff. Oh, I should wear my bracelet next week. I felted, it was a copper cuff, like inch and a half thick. And I felted a strip like this big, and I glued it to the cuff.
Ooh.
And then I sewed and glued beads on it. It's real. Yeah, I'll wear it next week. Remind me.
Yeah.
It's super cool. And there's a Star Trek reference in it, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. We'll have to see if there's any Trekkies here that'll pick up on that.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find it. So, do you guys know who Gail Crossman Moore is? She was a guest on the fall Bead Extravaganza. We have a couple of her books left in the store, I think. I could be wrong, they might have sold out, but she is like an incredibly talented mixed media artist, and so she has created these really cool felt and glass pods. And so she does a variety of felting, and then she'll bead on top of it. But I'm gonna link her website in the chat. I know it says /metals, but that's like her full portfolio. And if you scroll about like halfway down the page, no, not even halfway, about a fourth of the way down the page, you can see some of her really cool, like mixed felted projects.
Is that the one that we had a couple of her autographed books here? And they were wrapped up?
No. That is
that was another special one.
Kate McKinnon.
Okay.
Kate McKinnon, when the like contemporary geometric beadwork books first started coming out, Kate lived in St. Louis, and so she shopped at our store and did a couple of like book signings and demonstrations at our store. Robin says she creates these amazing animals. Oh, I bet.
Oh, I made it too long. That's okay.
It could be a necklace or a wrap bracelet.
You know,
or
I
even
could,
an
yeah.
ankle bracelet.
I could keep going and make it a wrap better anyway, but isn't that cute?
Oh,
we went to the funny screen.
Did I do that? I guess I did.
Did I do that?
There we are.
Did I catch that reference?
I did. Sherry says her last couple shows she's been teaching us. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. Belinda says it's a cool book in collab with Helen Baines. I'm not sure that I know Helen Baines for her work. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, Sherry. Or Robin, I mean.
You know what would be cute?
Sherry says, Abby, can folks get Green Girl Studios in your store? Yes, we do carry a small smattering of Green Girl pewter and bronze. I think bronze. We used to buy Green Girl at the shows because we used to like have our art metal components by Anju line at a lot of the same shows as Green Girl. And so that's when I would buy for the store. But it's been a very long time since we have done the shows. So our selection admittedly is not great, but we do have some really cool pieces still. A lot of the animals, like maybe some of their coral branches. Sherry says, Urkel.
There you go. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. I have an idea since I made this bracelet too long.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
I'm going to go get my beaded taco. I forgot Becca wanted.
Oh, yeah.
The beaded taco.
Let's see the beaded taco. Dun, 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 dun. Should I sing? No, I shouldn't sing. There we go. Just getting this wire all tucked in like it should be. Yeah, so after I put some beads on this one, you'll see what my idea is. Let's see, what color haven't I used? I'm going to use one of these. So blue and this color, purple. Ooh, Abby's got some fun stuff.
Here's my beaded taco.
Isn't it the best?
And it's got a little chili pepper Austrian crystal on top to be the hot sauce.
I love it.
I was going to make 2 of them and do earrings, but then I got tired of the branch weave stitch because I just tire of things easily. So that's my story. Here's a little green girl piece. I know Becky's showing you stuff, but this is one of my favorite green girl pieces. It's like a little hole in a tree, and it has a little owl in it. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It's adorable.
It is stinking cute.
So my bracelet's too long, so I'm going to connect my bracelet to the last few inches of my chain. And we'll see if it's long enough for a double wrap bracelet. I could keep going with the beaded chain links, but let's mix it up.
Yeah.
It'll be
it
cute.
Makes a texture.
It'll be different, yeah.
This is another one of my favorite green girl pieces. I'm so sorry, Becky. I
You're
just
okay.
like showing off.
You're okay.
These little peas in a pod all have faces on them. Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh, they do.
They're like little babies.
Baby peas.
And then I don't know if Cynthia still does these or not, but I loved these because you can utilize them in so many different ways.
I think it looks like wings. Like if you put
Yeah.
something right here,
Mm-hmm.
it would look like wings. Like if you separate it. I mean, I know you're not going to do that with it, but
Yeah,
it could be
you can
wings.
definitely. Or here, check this out. 2 of them side by side
Oh,
that way.
look at that. Yeah, or you could wire them like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wire them like this.
Oh, so
Oh, these are fun.
here's another one of my favorite
I would use that
pieces.
as a clasp with, put my
Mm-hmm.
lobster in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to make these little dainty keys, and I think I remember
I have a
seeing
couple of
them
keys
use
at home.
a key as like a toggle bar in those. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this because pewter's a little bit dark, but can you guys get? Oh, you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Becky, you can't guess because you can see it in person. But guess what this is? Can anybody guess what this creature is? It's a button. Can you guess what it is? Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, I think I know what it is, but this part of it's kind of misleading.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess that's, yeah.
A sea monkey.
Oh, I was just gonna say a monkey. Yeah, but the tail was weird. But yeah, sea
Mhm.
monkey. Now
Yeah.
the tail makes sense. Yeah.
You guys all have great guesses.
Monkey, mouse, sea monkey, mouse.
Yeah, I love Cynthia's like
It's a button.
imagination.
Do we have any gold jump rings?
Yes, but
Yes.
what are you
but
going to use a jump ring for?
I need
Because that reminds me that I wanted to share with them one of my favorite ways to connect, a more secure way to connect your clasp to your chain.
Okay. Yeah, I should have left this part open and just connected that to that, but I did not. Because I didn't really have a plan when I started. But that's, and I was gonna hook it into that. But yeah, so you wanna take over and you wanna,
Sure. Yep.
what are you doing?
Are we
Yeah.
switching spots?
Yeah, you can sit over here. Bye. Here's Abby.
Well, hi guys. So a lot of times when you have chain and a clasp, Like, let's say what you're putting on the chain is maybe a little bit heavy, or the chain and the clasp that you're using might be a little bit too fine to be able to like aesthetically support a large, thick jump ring. So instead of using a jump ring, what I like to do is take my wire. I'm going to cut a piece of wire, and even if I'm just using chain and no beads anywhere on my piece, it is going to be more secure for you to do a wrapped loop to connect your piece, your clasp, to your chain. So Becky showed you guys how to do a wrapped loop earlier, but I just want to show you real quick how very kind of like dainty and almost, it's like it disappears if you use a bead that's the same color as your metal or your chain, whatever you're using. So if you're not afraid of color and you want to throw a little bit of fun and texture into your designs, you can of course pick a bead that is colorful. But what I just want to show you here real quick, which I was planning to show you all along and then promptly forgot until Becky mentioned it. I'm going to grab one of these little soft gold jump rings, which is going to, or not jump rings, sorry, soft gold seed beads, which is going to be the exact same color and finish as my lobster clasp and my chain. And then I'm going to wire wrap it, of course, to my chain. Easy, easy, easy. And I bet a lot of you do this already just to add a little bit of whimsy. But it is always going to be more secure than an open jump ring. Which side were we doing this, Becky? This side or this side? This side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to use the chain as a jump ring to secure the lobster.
Yeah. Okay, so I've just hooked that right in there and wire wrap it. And it also, in my opinion, if you're making your own chains for like your artisan pendants to go on, it just makes them look a little bit more unique than a store-bought ready-made chain, to have just a cute little touch at the end of your chain. So I hope I haven't bored you to death, but I did want to mention that because doesn't that look like it was like meant to be there? It's the same color as the clasp. It's the same finish as the clasp. And so it just looks like it's a part of things. Okay, I'm scooting over now.
Very nice, Abby.
Hey, thanks.
Very nice.
All right.
So yeah, let's see if this is the right size.
Carrie, speaking of the sea monkey, says, oh my gosh, she must have ordered them from the comic ads in the 80s.
Oh wow, look at that. It's perfect size. I can't clasp it myself, but it's perfect for
Beautiful.
a double wrap. Yeah. So that's fun. Look at that.
Sherry says, Robin, you and I are hooking Cynthia up without her knowing it. I'll send her a message after the chat or after the stream to say, hey, we talked about you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, Becky. Let's do a little project roundup of all of our little bits and bobbles that we've shown off tonight.
But not the back of the crocheted one.
Not the back of the crocheted one. Yeah. No. I think that Robin's grandma would be very disappointed if we showed the showed the back of it.
I love this peace sign one. That's
Thanks.
different.
Yeah. I noticed that Cassandra Spicer of Beads to Live By, I think, just did a project with that kind of like herringbone. It's almost like a peepa knot, but it's real similar to herringbone. She did a really cool bracelet featuring that, and so it got me thinking, hey, I want to do that with this little peace sign.
Yeah.
So another thing to keep in mind, I know that we're going on forever, and I'm very sorry, guys. We're about 20 minutes over, but this cord, just through any of these little pendants or like make any of these little guys into a focal and just throw it on this chain and it's done, you know? And then the other thing that I wanted to point out before I let you go is that a lot of these beads that are included in your monthly fun pack have large holes so they can operate as clasps for some of your bracelets. Like I think you could probably get 4 strands through and create a really cool bracelet that way. And if you tried hard enough, these porous glass you could probably use as a sliding bead clasp on this cord as well. And
Yeah. Very good.
very good. We did it. Do you have show and tell? I know you were talking about how you wanted to show your stencil.
Yeah, I do have show and tell. So my latest stencil that came out yesterday on pmartiststudio.com is called Punctuation Parade.
I'm going to link pmartiststudio.com in chat. We are all about spreading the love.
Punctuation
Becky,
Parade.
what's your code that lets them know that Becky
Oh.
Van 10?
Yeah, Becky Fan 10 at the checkout on pmartiststudio.com for purchases $35 and over. Will get you 10% off and free shipping. And that's site wide, not just my products.
That's cool. That
Yeah.
is site wide. That's neat of them.
Yeah. We're all friends. All the designers, we're all friends. So that's Punctuation Parade, and this is what it looks like when you print with it.
And guys, keep in mind that if you are not sure of what to do with these cool papers, like if you're not into paper craft yet, you can easily turn this into pendants or paper beads, or use these prints on pieces of jewelry. Like you could print on metal and then do like a clear coat over the top of it.
Ooh, look at that one.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you're wrapping up, Abby, I'm gonna pull this for them to
Okay.
see. You can keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the gel plate that gel plate.
Yes.
Yes. That Becky designs these prints on, and then she's pulling it. And I'm gonna go to our website while she's doing that and link the class that we have the second Saturday in April if you are within traveling distance of the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois, which is just the other side of St. Louis.
So this one and all these other ones, it's just a bunch of different stencils layered up on top of each other.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I just linked classes, and I'm also one more time going to link the monthly fun pack, because that is why we're all joined together here for this party tonight. I feel like that's the link roundup. And then next week, we are going to be doing the labradorite auction again. Do not be late, because you will miss out on the steals of a deal.
Oh, yes.
The stones that went first last time went for like $3, $4, and $5, and then towards the end of the night we were like looking at 20, 21, 27.
Yeah.
So be there early tomorrow, not tomorrow, next week, next Wednesday,
Next
at 7
Wednesday.
p.m. Central. And we kind of like that format. So let us know if you guys want to see other stuff in that auction format. It kind of has to be like a specific thing, like a specific kind of thing. We were thinking like maybe artist pieces, or maybe we would do like a finished jewelry kind of charity auction maybe. But let us know in chat or in our Facebook group if you like the auction format, and if you would like to see other stones, or if you would like to see us use that auction format towards other things or with other things.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to do the finished jewelry.
I think so too. All right.
Mother's Day is coming up.
That's true. How do I get back to this? I'm not even on. There we go. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet?
Nope.
It's my hand still.
Here we are.
There we
Hello.
are. Hi.
We have how many different cameras set up? So we've got We've got
1, 2, 3.
just 3. Why did I think there was 4?
There's like different monitors that you can look at.
Anyway.
Lights and all kinds of technology.
And Alex is making me do it by myself now. So it's not quite as smooth, but we're getting there.
Yep.
We had audio from the very beginning tonight, which is an improvement from the last couple of
Yes. Yes.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, if not sooner. Yeah.
Remember to
like this video if you're watching it on YouTube, heart it if you're watching on Facebook, and share it with all of your friends. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
bye.